Thunder Horse by Eve Bunting. Thunder Horse. My aunt, Outdoor, gave me a tiny horse, no bigger than a puppy. He was pure white and perfect in every way. Where did you get him? I asked. On a hidden Greek island, she said. I brought him home for you because I know how you like wondrous things. She smoothed the mane of the tiny horse and he gave a soft whiny. I stared goofy-eyed. He's for me? Will he get bigger? Yes, he will grow and change. And when he does, he will want to leave. He's a magical creature, and you cannot own magic. But he will feel your love, and that will keep him with you for a while. I looked into his eyes and whispered, I love you already. What shall I call him? I asked. Don't name him yet. His name will come to you, she said. As always, Aunt Outdoor explained nothing. She left the next day as quietly as she'd come. Dad shook his head. She's like Quicksilver. There's no way to keep hold of her. My mother gave a carrot, and I grated it for my little horse. He ate from my hand and drank milk water from a dish. I let him lie in bed beside me. Sometimes he kicked his legs and made strange sounds, as if he were dreaming. Then I'd hold his little hoof, stroke him, and sing, Tora, Lora, Lora, the lullaby my mom used to sing to me. One night, as I was petting him, I discovered that he had a tiny nubs on his shoulders. They might have been horns, but they weren't. We bought a collar and leash for him, and he and I went on walks. People stopped to wonder at him. By the third week, I noticed that the nubs were growing. The hair on them was not smooth, but layered, like beautiful white feathers. The week after, it was easy to see that my little horse was growing wings. A winged horse! My parents were astounded. I should have guessed, Dad said. Trust Outdoor to bring you something so strange. I took my horse to school for sharing. My teacher, Miss Chalmers, was agog. A winged horse! She took a book of Greek myths from her shelf. She sat on the edge of her desk and read us the story of Pegasus, the winged thunder horse who lived in the palace of the Greek god Zeus. He became part of a beautiful constellation of stars. She said, Look up in the night sky, and you can see him. That's when I knew what his name had to be. Pegasus, my thunder horse. That night I tried to find him in the sky, but I couldn't pick him out. There weren't enough stars. Pegasus ate oats and hay and horse vitamins and apples and carrots just like a regular horse. He loved the Greek yogurt Mom bought in Joe's market. Soon his wings were as long as my arms. Sometimes he moved them up and down as if exercising them. I worried that our apartment was becoming too small for him. At night now he slept beside my bed, not in it. I couldn't walk him on the leash anymore, but he tried it next to me when we went to the empty lot behind our building. I watched as he ran round and round, snorting, flexing his long, graceful wings. and I was always happy and relieved when he came back to me. When my aunt had said, worried me, he had grown and changed. Would he leave? One day, as I waited for him to finish his last run, he knelt down in front of me and whined. He was inviting me to ride him. My heart beat fast as I climbed on his back, and we soared above our building, above the corner gas station, above Joe's Markets, above my school. Wind whipped my hair. Birds flew close enough for me to touch. Clouds draped themselves around Pegasus' head. Riding him was like riding through a dream. When we came back to Earth, I felt wrapped in magic. Every day after that, we went skyriding. My arms clung tight around his neck. My legs seemed to power along him, but underneath, like a stomach ache, was always the worry. Then one night, as we lay side by side on the grass, he did not invite me to ride. Instead, he lay his cheek close to mine. He had never done that before, and I knew. I knew the time had come. My chest hurt. It's all right, I whispered. I understand. Thank you for staying with me so long. He looked at me as if he were telling me something, then spread his wings, looked back once, and was gone. I watched as he rose up till he was the only a snow speck in the sky. That's when I cried. I've never seen so bright a shooting star, my father said. Must be a comet. I stared as it streaked across the sky and wondered. Pegasus. On that night, and on many others, when a special comet flashes through the dark of the sky, I lie in bed waiting for the snorting outside my window. When I open it, he's there, all a glimmer, shining and beautiful. I climb on his back as we soar above the city. We chase the stars, we cross the moon, we ride the shadows. The nights are our secret. My aunt had said my love would keep him for a while. It did. And maybe, just maybe, my love is what brings him back. And that's the end. Thunder Horse by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Dennis Nolan.